ready to go as we race into the night here at Lydden Hill. Green light on, Patrick O'Donovan from pole position gets away well. Julian Godfrey is weaving against Ollie as they come down towards the first corner. Into Talladega we go for the first time in the wet and dark conditions, and there's already drama. Contact between Steve Hill and Tristan Ovenden sends Ovenden round, and Steve Hill out wide. He's going to lose time and lose a position there. I think that's Derek Tohill sneaking his way through as they come over the jump for the first time. This, of course, is a newly reprofiled Lydden Hill circuit, and it has been a big favourite amongst drivers, but the conditions here this weekend have been far from optimal. Lots of standing water, a lack of adhesion, lots of mud and dirt being kicked up onto the circuit. It really is a huge test of driver and machine here this weekend. Added, of course, to that is the night-time conditions that we have as well, just to make it a little bit more challenging for our drivers. No such issues, though, for Patrick O'Donovan. Leads the way across the timing line at the end of the first lap, followed by the next couple of cars of Julian Godfrey and his father Ollie O'Donovan as POD slides his way through Talladega. You can see it almost looks like a motocross track there with some of the ruts that have formed on the outside of that corner. It is very much one at a time, and in particular as you come off of this jump, all that's doing is dragging that dirt onto the Devil's Elbow. No grip out there at all, and that is what can happen with Julian Godfrey running wide. That leaves him under attack here from Ollie O'Donovan as they come up the top of the hill, side by side, contact between the two. No love lost between these two boys, some of the most experienced drivers on the grid, and amazingly it is Julian Godfrey who manages to prevail ahead of Ollie for the time being. But that is a brilliant dogfight between those two drivers as they come across the line once again. I wonder how the Joker will work out between them, whether they'll want to split their strategy and try something a little bit different. You can see there though just how tricky it is to keep these cars facing in the right direction. They're sliding their way through. That's just because there is absolutely no grip out there at all, and it really is a fantastic spectacle for everybody to watch. And even on the tarmac there, Ollie steering his way through the North Bend. As there is Derek Tohill, and Tohill, interestingly, wasn't even supposed to be in this race. He had a double front puncher in his semi-final, but has managed to do great things out there in this one so far, elevating himself up inside the top three. Of course, a couple of drivers in front have already jokered. But nonetheless, this is a great run here from Derek Tohill, or is it? That's a commentator's curse, if ever I saw one, as he goes sliding off into the barrier. That's a huge shame for Tohill. I think, though, he will live to fight another day following that one. It was just a rear kiss of the barrier, and he managed to get the car facing in the right direction, so hopefully he didn't lose too much time, and there's no big damage to the car, and he'll be able to salvage a result from this one, as POD has no such dramas and continues leading from the front then. Here comes Julian Godfrey into the Joker. Is Ollie going to follow him through? Yes, he is. So this is the new Joker section at the final corner. You flick it right, then you flick it left, then you flick it right again, and it is now Godfrey versus O'Donovan down to the first corner. Side by side they go. Here comes O'Donovan, lace on the brakes. They glow red in the darkness here. O'Donovan's out wide though, and he loops the car round, and that allows a free pass there for Julian Godfrey as he goes grass tracking himself. But Ollie O'Donovan there with a big opportunist move, and it's cost him dearly indeed, because I think he may be pulling off to the side of the circuit because, well, I don't know whether something broke on the car or what happened there, but either way, that is a huge shame there for Ollie O'Donovan. Meanwhile, here is Daniel Thorin in the Volkswagen Beetle, that car making its debut in the Five Nations British Rallycross Championship here this weekend. Meanwhile, we're looking at Patrick O'Donovan, the race leader, coming up from the back of Steve Hill. Just up the road is that Volkswagen Beetle of Thorin as well. And you can see O'Donovan has got great pace underneath him, as he has had all weekend. As I said, he has been the class of the field here today at Lydden Hill. The tricky conditions not hindering him at all, and he's now right on the rear of the Mitsubishi Evo 10 in this battle as he comes across the timing line then. So now he's in the wheel tracks. Will he pounce into the first corner of Talladega? You bet he will. Despite a lack of visibility, there is not a lack of confidence there for POD, and he closes up also onto the back of Thorin as well as they come through the second part of Talladega. Great traction out of there, but I think he might run it a bit wide onto the rut stuff. Yes, he does. That cost him just a little bit of time, unfortunately, and means he's not able to strike just at the moment he wanted to. Eventually, though, he will be able to get ahead as he comes down the bottom of the hill. What a season it has been in his debut year in Supercars. Patrick O'Donovan is the 2022 Motorsport UK Five Nations Trophy British Rallycross Champion, the youngest ever as well to boot, as he donuts his way to a brilliant celebration, holds the GB1 plate aloft here. What a season it has been. I'm sure a bright future is ahead for O'Donovan, and we very much look forward to seeing where his future will lie in 2023. But what a week it has been here at Lydden Hill. What a great way to race into the night and round off the 2022 season.